President Ramaphosa says investments in green infrastructure, renewable energy and climate adaptation measures can be costly, requiring careful financial planning and prioritization. South Africa aims to reach net zero emissions by 2050. The President says climate finance is crucial.
We must not underestimate the importance of our own domestic capital and financial markets to innovatively mobilize and deploy capital towards our just transition. In fact, we invite our own local markets to be responsive and to be innovative. The Just Energy Transition Funding Platform will be launched in the next few months. It will be an important precursor to a broader just transition financing mechanism, proposals for which are being developed by the Presidential Climate Commission. We call on South African business to invest in the projects that are needed for a successful just transition in this country.
Civil society is, however, skeptical of the move to leverage private finance, saying it's partly problematic as it is more expensive for the country.
It might lead to unsustainable debt. It might also cause a number of issues with regards to how then the country relates with the sustainability of the fiscal revenues that come into play. But one thing that is coming out from this first day of plenaries is basically the fact that we, as South Africa and the Global South, we actually need to collaborate, coalesce on engaging the global financial architecture in terms of the reforms of our institutions, of multilateral development bank institutions, to ensure that there is democratic governance from that level, as the global financial architecture basically mirrors what the climate finance architecture is.
The Presidential Climate Commission says it is intent on blended financing as a way to fund the transition.
These big projects are usually, under the right conditions, financeable by a blend of donor as well as development as well as private capital. However, as the transition unfolds, we run the risk of workers being left behind, and we run the risk of communities who are currently dependent on the coal value chain in Mpumalanga, for example, being left behind. And the PCC is adamant that we need to find ways of blending public and private resources, pulling in the grants that might be available from international donors, pulling in private sector capital and helping communities.
The symposium continues until Wednesday. Diabo Seto, SABC News, Johannesburg.